We are the activated Futuritarians, and this video is going to be on, first and foremost, I want to say peace, power, and soul. And this video is going to be on hijacking the intel versus tapping into a higher source. Hijacking the intel versus tapping into a higher source. Hijacking the intel versus tapping into a higher source. Yup, this to everybody and to all my subscribers and all the Futuritarians. You already know I told y'all that 3 intel videos was coming out this Saturday, but then I received a notification about this clown, Nuben Menkarayazz. See, Nuben Menkarayazz, he already know, man, his time's up. It's over for him. It's a wrap. Because when I told him I'm a Kwame Brown him, he thought I was playing. And he still keep playing. He still keep firing these little secret shots and stuff. Well, I'm finna show you something on this video. See, that's what one of Nuben's little mental heck minions had said. You're hijacking the transmission. You know what that really means? When the people say stuff like that, what that really means is that they can't tap in. They can't tap in no more because the frequency and the solar flares is getting hotter up here in Minneapolis. It's beaming down. And when they say hijacking, they're basically putting themselves under a pedestal. They're putting themselves beneath somebody. When you say hijacking, you're putting yourself beneath somebody. Now, how is somebody going to hijack the intel if you're already tapped into it? So how can it be hijacked? So that's another way that Nuben Menkarayazz, that's another way that he tries to play mind games with the, because I told y'all 80% to 90% of the people that's in mental heck, they are already, okay, everybody has a mental illness, right? Everybody has a mental illness if you a brown-coated skinned person dealing with the United States of America and dealing and being raised up with a so-called black mindset. Everybody has a mental illness. Now, there's some more intel for you teachers out there. Now, what level of mental illness do you have? You got level, okay, the mental illness goes from 1 to 6. Because you always got to remember when you're dealing with this 3-dimensional realm, it deals with 3, 6, and 9. So everybody's mental illness goes 1 to 6. Right? So if you're at a 1, 2, and 3, that means that you can cope with society and you don't really let a lot of stuff get to you, and you're staying mentally focused still, but you're still able to contain your mental illness and also distribute it out. You know, maybe through exercising or conversate with somebody, this and that. Now, if you're at level 3, 4, 5, and 6, you need to go see a psychiatrist. You need to go see a psychiatrist. You need to go sit down with somebody. Nuben Menkarayazz, he got to be at a level 3 or 4 off the bat, because after I fired the first 3 shots, and then he's still going to go ahead and post the brother Reyes and my face on another I think it was like a Facebook page or something like that. I don't know. I was laughing at every time he does it. I laugh because I was raised for this. Out of all my ops since I was 15 years old, they lost. This ain't nothing new, Nuben. This ain't nothing new for me. See, that's what I said in that other video. That's why I told you. I said, you don't know me. You don't know me. See, your digital fingerprint through the cyberverse is getting cut off. I'm going to give you all an example of what I mean by that. Nuben's digital fingerprint is getting cut off. So I'm going to give you an example. So if he worked for a bank and he was a manager at a bank and he went into the bank one day and he tried to put his fingerprint up in there to get in the safe and it said denied. And he's like, why is it denied? Put his fingerprint on there again, denied. He's like, why is my fingerprint denied? Because it's not being hijacked. It's just that you're being cut off. So don't try to switch the words up and try to make it look nice for all your little minions and mental heck. That's why I said, man, you came over here again. I'm thinking to myself, After my brother in Las Vegas had sent this, I'm thinking to myself, it was 102 degrees up here in Minnesota. I'm thinking to myself, like, still ain't get. I'm like, he gotta have a mental illness. He gotta be like he gotta be at 4 or 5 on a mental illness. I'm like, what? I said, man, he don't want it. But Nuben, remember when your female Imra had passed away? Remember that? Remember when she passed away? You didn't even go to the funeral. You didn't even go to her funeral, but she was a Mentalian. Now, if a Mentalian passes away, right, ain't you supposed to go to their funeral? Nuben, why didn't you go to her funeral? You were still sitting in your apartment at New York City doing broadcasts. That's when I was still in the Republic. You were still sitting in there, your little chair with your little weed. You're going to call it marijuana, say it's weed. That's the same thing, man. Well, this one's it's organic. Man, it's the same crap. Unless you're growing it yourself, unless you're getting your seeds from somebody that you know, or are you getting the seeds from somebody, or are you growing it yourself? You don't know what's in that. You know how to twist words and make everything sound good. And when you come test the mother of all bombs, the Futuritarians, because your mission on the planet is almost done, there's going to be people after us. Dumbass nigga, man. This nigga's so fucking dumb. Yeah, why don't you go to the funeral, Nuben? You know what you should have did? Instead of you taking the money, saving it, doing this and that, tricking it off on women and doing all that stuff, you should have took some of that money and went to a funeral. But you know what you did? You didn't go to the funeral. So all the little Mentalians that's around you, all the little mental hacks, check this out. If you ain't in this top 5, if you can't fit in the cab and you ain't in New York, your leader ain't coming to your funeral. You know who's gonna be at your funeral? Your damn family. He didn't even go to the funeral. So I said, man, you mess with the wrong one, Nuben. I warned you 4 times to call me. I'm not calling him. You would have called me. I wouldn't have did no videos, and you would have been good. But this is I don't want to use the word prophecy. Fuck that. I'm gonna use the word. This is prophecy being played out. Because your mission on the planet is finished, man. Your mission is done. You can tell by his broadcast. You go to his broadcast, he sound like that old school computer. The beast, black people. The beast, black people. The beast, black people. You know what he is? He's an undercover bronze KKK representative. That's what he is. He's an undercover bronze KKK representative. That's why he's always talking about the beast. He's always talking about white people. But you notice he don't talk about the Jews a lot. You notice he don't talk about, he bring them in here and there in some of his broadcasts. He done says some shit about the Jews, but he don't push that. Because he mess with them Jews like that. He mess with daddy. He know it's going to be something. That's why he don't talk about the Jews, but you talk about everybody else, the Israelites. That always got somebody, you know how many grown men this overcarbonated clown had in his damn mouth? Let me run down some of the grown men he had on his mouth, because the reason why these videos ain't getting took down, they've been flagging these videos and they still getting took down. You know why? Because probably the manager of YouTube probably was looking at the flags like, nah, keep his videos up. We sick of his shit too. We ain't the only one that's sick of your shit, Nuben. That's why y'all been trying to flag it and pull it down. Can't get pulled down for defamation of character. Because when you're going through the cyberverse, everything that I'm saying is true. That's why you can't flag the videos and get them pulled down, because it's not defamation of character. Now, when you're dealing with my Nuben 6ix9ine video, that didn't get pulled down. You know why? Because you said it out your own mouth on Blog Talk Radio and on YouTube, that if you was in the same situation as 6ix9ine, you'd tell. That's why it's not getting pulled down, because it's not defamation of character, because everything I'm saying is reality. Why didn't you go to the funeral, Nuben? He was probably sitting there. He's probably like, you know what he gonna say? Because he's so predictable. When you activate it, you could just this activation shit ain't no joke. He was sitting there like, you know what? She was a good member. You know, Amen got her. That's exactly what he said. Amen got her. Yup, his digital fingerprints being erased slowly but for surely. That's why I said your best bet, round up your minions, Go get like 4 or 5 houses, big houses, move them up in there. Because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen in the future when you mess with the futuritarians, because we tap into the future. We on a higher dimension than this clown. All right, say he was to do that. He was to round up all his minions, boom. Okay, so say like he got, this is just an example. Say like he got 168 members, right? Out of that 168 members, only like 70 to 80 of them is gonna move to the community. The other ones are gonna still live in their state, and they're going to visit the community, like, you know, maybe 3 times a year, maybe 4 times. They're going to visit, but they're going to still stay in their state. That's what's going to happen. This is not rocket scientists. Not rocket scientists, man. You keep firing shots at me, dude. I'm like, you know, that one, I'm like that one battle rapper Arsenal. I get real disrespectful when you come messing with me. Nuben, didn't you just have a little girl? Oh, you thought we didn't know? You thought we didn't know you just had a little girl? You need to be focused on that shit. They're coming over here fucking with a futuritarian. You need to be focused on your little girl. And you was probably so mad. You was probably mad. You was probably like, the little female Enra was probably like, oh, I'm finna go get my ultrasound. And you probably didn't even go with her. You probably sent her in an Uber or something. Like, all right, go, you know, go do your thing. She probably told you, it was a girl. This is what you said. You said, okay, all right, hell on it. Got a girl coming. And in your head, you was like, fuck! Damn it, I wanted a boy. But see, that's what happens when you smoke all that shit. Because you don't even know what strain you're smoking. There's marijuana out there that is laced and chemically groomed for people to have, for men, for so-called black men to make girls and not boys. My first child was a boy. See, that's why I say you come fuck it, dude. You're not gonna get it. So now I'm just gonna have to keep firing shots until you actually get it in your head that the futuritarians can't be fucked with. You trying so hard. I give you props and everything. You know what? I was actually thinking, I said, man, I'm not gonna make this video on him, man. I'm just gonna leave him alone, let him build his community, you know, let him enjoy his daughter, let him do all his shit. Then I was like, psych! Firing shots at that nigga. Nuben, why don't you go to the funeral? To all you mental heck people out there, he ain't coming to your funeral. Best believe that. Yeah, your digital fingerprint is slowly being wiped off the cyberverse and from the future, because your purpose on the planet is done. That's the reason why I said get off the cyberverse, because your purpose on the planet was done. It's already done. You came, you did your purpose. Now it's time to go build your community, man. Go over there in your little gated community and go build it. Because every time you fire shots, my shots it'd be like that one movie. Remember that movie off of I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker? And dude was firing a little pea shooter, pow, pow, and then he would hit him with the AK, do-do-do-do-do-do. Then he was like, pow, pow. Why you shooting that little pea shooter, man? Man, where's your other gun at? What the hell is you shooting that for? That's his shots. They just deflect right off of us, just doom, doom, off our organic ore shield. That's another video I'm finna do, the organic ore shield. Nuben should have stayed away, but he don't, cause he might be And what you going to Atlanta for? Oh, you thought it was over? You thought this video was over? What you going to Atlanta for? Why would you even want to go down there? Why would you even want to go? If you go to Atlanta, it's for 3 things. Either you trying to be a rapper, you trying to grow a business, or you trying to be in the gay community and fit in because you want to be around gay people. That's the only 3. You going down there to go do a conference? Man, let me get up. Man, I'm done with this video, man. I'm done with this video because I got, man, and you didn't go to the funeral. And you didn't go to the funeral. It's the activated futuritarians. Peace, quasar. If you like the way the world is, don't like, don't share, don't subscribe. If you want it to alter, move at the speed of light. Peace, power, and soul. This Kermit the Frog looking cat didn't even go to her funeral, and she was a Mentalian. Ha!